Like, what do you think about intuition?
I think it's intuition's like definitely served me a few times. Yeah,
But
it's weird.
do you believe in it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what do you think intuition is? What would you say? Not like the definition, like, but like, what is what's the truths of intuition for you?
I think intuition might be the ability to like tap into maybe a fifth dimension and seeing a possibility that's going to happen, or that like your trajectory is leading there. So you get this like insight into what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is, but or if it's like gifted to you from like maybe intuition's like gifted to you from someone else, like some other beings being like, yo, this is going to happen. Cause like it doesn't, it's random for me. It's random. Like I don't really, sometimes I can just intuitively like, be like, yep, this is this. And it is, it's weird.
Here's my
Intuition's
argument.
interesting.
It's like, I don't know. I grew up a certain way with like being like very like we weren't religious, but we're like all like spiritual and like taught certain things. So I'm very prone to like all like intuition, all this kind of shit. I'm very prone to this thing. But I just think like so many times I have thought, so like I think like our like there's a small example, then I get to the big example. When I'm at work, there's shit bags that come into work, and like, and the truth is, like, being in customer service, like, yeah, they're like 90% of people are cool depending on your customer service. Like if you're working at like fucking,
Yeah.
I guess it's not customer service to work at like an electrical company, because but if you were at the front desk, most people most people who are coming and complaining are probably not cool because they're fucking mad. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you're working at like a restaurant, most people are cool, most people are chill, most people are fine. But the one person that comes in, or the two people that come in that night and are assholes, it makes you feel like, fuck this job, man. Fuck that, man. People fucking suck. But if you think about the numbers, honestly, it's way better than it is not. But
Yeah.
just the fact that you had to cater to an asshole just ruins it for everybody pretty much. And it can like fuck your mind up and be like, yo, this job sucks. Like dealing with people's little shitty habits and things, and their little, and unreasonability, whatever. Most people are super reasonable. Most people are super nice and they're like understanding, whatever. Most people that come in are like that. But that small group kind of taints it. And with intuition, I feel like, here's the analogy, is there's times where you just have a feeling like I shouldn't walk down that way. And then all of a sudden you hear on the news like, yo, people got shot down over there. And you're like, holy
Yeah.
shit, I knew I shouldn't have fucking went down that way. I knew it. I just
Yeah.
felt it. Like I didn't think I did, but something fucking told me. And then how the fuck do you tell that person? You know what I mean? Like, how can you tell me
Yeah.
that I felt it, dude? It was a weird thing. I didn't feel it until I started to walk that way. And all of a sudden I was like, no. And then I went this way. But I
Yeah. It's
feel
very
like
trivial.
for every time that happens, it's monumental in the way like it sings louder,
Mm.
even though it's a
Mm.
positive, but like it's an
Yeah.
outlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think we have intuitions that don't manifest all the time. So like I would say there's
Yeah.
many times there was a dark, I've like living in LA with alleys, literal alleys or whatever, like, and like it's a faster way if I go this way. And I remember walking down and like stopping, and I lived in New York too. And like I stop and you're like, it's dark over there, and you hear all the stories, but you're like, fuck, it's faster. It's like, oh, stop being a fucking bitch. And you just start walking.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? But like my body was like, no, because like this is dark. I'm vulnerable here. What if I've seen enough movies? I've seen enough things or whatever to say that this is
Yeah.
not a safe space. And it's definitely not a safe spot. I'm away from people. If something were to happen to me, I can't yell for help. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like it's not out in the open.
Mm.
So it is true that this is a high risk area that I'm going to walk into. And I feel it in my core, but I do it anyway because I'm telling myself, stop being a bitch, dude. Just go. And then I go.
Yeah.
And that's just one example. There's other examples you can point to in life. But imagine I hear the next day that something happened and I didn't go that way. And then I'd be like, dude,
Yeah.
that would resonate harder. But what about all the times you did something against your like gut that everything was fine, that worked out? I think it
Mm.
weighs heavier when something does happen, and then it's resonating,
Yeah.
and now it's like something. But what about all the times it didn't happen, which I think is way numerous, when you're just like, fuck
Stands
it,
out
I'm doing it
more.
anyway. Yeah. So then, like, but you're not weighing the thing, and that's what I think it is. You latch on to the ones that are whatever. Now, I'm not saying intuition's not right. I feel like people get like these weird little things, but even when you get a weird thing about a person too, it's just like, what is it? We've been alive enough, because at the same time, have you ever been to a party or a place and you've been with like, you know, like a fucking like a friend who's a just not with it, that has no like street smarts, has, you know, not there, you know, doesn't know people that well, can't see danger when fucking danger's there, and you're like, yo, we gotta go. We gotta go. Like, shit's heating up. Heating up in a way that we gotta go, and he doesn't even see it. He doesn't even see what you're talking about. He's like, dude, I'm having fun. What are you doing? We're chilling. And you're like, no, we gotta go. Like, let's go. Shit's heating up. But the guy doesn't fucking get it. I don't know if you've experienced that exact situation or a situation like that. But that's what I mean. Like, you're taking up cues based on your experiences where you know we're in a dangerous position right now. Danger hasn't happened yet, but you can, and it might not happen tonight, but you're seeing the writing on the wall where it might, and you don't feel comfortable there. All that information is just going right by your friend, right by him. Doesn't see it. He doesn't have the same experiences you had. So I think we're dealing with people, there's little fucking cues that might even be subconscious that you're just like, I've seen this fucking story. Like, something about him is not right. I think it could just be that. It's just, it doesn't have to be some outside whatever. It could be one, you're attributing the good times intuition or a gut feeling has worked for you as stronger than the times that a gut feeling actually nothing happened. But when it did happen in a gut feeling, I think that always is going to sing louder than like my analogy with, like, you know, guests or whatever. I think it's always going to sing louder than the opposition, because it's like more monumental, it's more crazy. That's going to sing louder. And then you have people that you know in your circle that just don't fucking get the clue. And like, how are you not picking up on this, dude? Let's go. Like, there's going to be a fight here. I don't want to be in the fucking fight. And I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, let's get out of here. And they have no idea what's going on. So then who's getting intuition and what? And like, is that intuition, or is it just the fact that you've been here before? You've seen this, you have experience, you know what I mean? That's my point.
It's more so like it's an intellect thing rather than like a mystical thing. Yeah. But people want to believe in the mystical, man. Even I do. Even I'm like,
I do too. That's why I preface this whole thing. Like, I am ripe for the picking in this world. Like, I have always been there. Like, I've always been right there. I just have it over time, just like thinking about things, trying to be a little more critical, and like, or like, I'm always like a devil's advocate. So it's like, how is what I'm saying wrong? And if I can't figure out why it's wrong, then I'm going to keep going that it's right. But I like to like challenge an idea or a belief to find out how it's wrong. And if I can't figure it out how it's wrong, or nothing makes sense, then I'll go with that until further evidence.
Yeah, and how far up does that go? To like, even just with that a specific example, like it's a difference between intellect and understanding that you're just intelligently recognizing a pattern and then making the decision based on that, rather than it being some mystical gift that's like given to you. And then so that just keeps going up the ladder. I would imagine, to like, you know, people that even like, if there's like an alien civilization that's super advanced, there's probably something to them that feel, maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but maybe there's something to them that feels mystical, that they're like, they worship some fucking quasar, you know what I mean? Because they get some like divine knowledge from it.
And that's when there's actually just earlier, like